Guys, welcome to the most accurate tier list you have ever seen in your life. How do I know? I play every single spec in the game's DPS and to, certainly high level. So, fairly certain the tier list will be top notch. So let's start. Why do we have some flames here going around? Just because the ads are blinking, so they might annoy. But let's get going with the tier list. What do you think about the Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter, insanely strong. Insanely strong. Especially at high level. I would say it's an A tier, below 2.4. Like, if you're not an expert at Demon Hunter, it's probably an A tier. But overall, it's so good, it's so strong. It's an S tier, especially in 3v3. Fury Warrior. What do we think about Fury Warrior? I think it's an A tier. Starter's super strong, but in the current meta, it's just not strong. Triple caster lobbies, he's in big problems. He can't do anything. So in that lobby, he can be even D tier, but overall he's strong. But some lobbies are just unwinnable currently. Honestly, same goes for arms. Big damage, nice damage, but then you get triple range lobby and you can't connect to anything. So it's good, but it's not insane. Like from Demon Hunter you can't escape, right? So Windwalker, many would say he's B tier, but I believe he's A tier. Super solid damage, insane mobility, better mobility than the warriors. He's just super solid on every field, Maybe I would even say he's better than a warrior, but that's my when I play him. Even though I usually main warrior, I just feel like Monk is stronger now. That's how it feels to me currently. But for general audience, I think Monk is safe here. So what I'll do is like I'll list melees, then I'll list range healers in order from left strongest to right weakest. But this is so minimal, guys, that they're all equal. Okay. Now Frost DK, I think he's a B tier. He has that one gimmick, one shots 50 macro. That's it. Other than that, he can be annoying, but he can be shut down easily by a lot of classes. Yeah, he's a little bit better into mages, casters, wizards, than these three. But I just think these three are better, if you ask me. Now the Unholy DK, I think he's definitely better than these three. He usually has problem with physical damage, right? And since everyone is caster now, amazing, great for him. He's not that overpowered as a Demon Hunter, so he's currently, I would say, there's a little, there's a medium gap between Unholy DK and these three. These three are like on par. Enhancement Shaman. Do we need to explain anything here? They got, guys, they were like barely between B and C, right? Then they got nerfed. we could, let's keep it in C tier. Enhancement Shaman is fun. I like Enhancement Shaman, guys. I'm sad to see him here. I wish he would climb once here, but Blizzard doesn't like it. Okay. Outlaw. Guys, Outlaw. This can be like A tier if you're, best player in the world. But since I'm not, or probably you're not either, it's a D tier. Don't play this. It's like a Fury Warrior with without weapons. With sticks and CC. But APM of Fury Warrior with sticks instead of swords. So Sub Rogue, pretty good, you know, pretty good. No shadowy duel, right? So can't be A tier, S tier currently. No one shots. So it's always solid. It's always, I mean, can we ever put Sub Rogue below B tier? I think not. It just has such good control of the game. It does solid damage. Still can, you know, kill someone, unlike Outlaw. So he's gonna stay here. Assassination. A tier. Above these three. Why, I wonder? Because he is super good into Void Weavers, which are every game now, right? So I think it explains a lot. In the current meta, A tier, very strong. And these three suck into Void Weaver. I mean, except if the Void Weaver is the only caster in the game. But, you know, if there's like double lock and Void Weaver, you can't do anything with these three. That's why. And Assassination can, actually. So, Feral. Feral. I'll put him in B tier. It's a high skill spec, for sure. For me, if I was playing it, it would be C tier. But, you know, for someone who is... It's a solid spec, you know, has a good CC, has good solid damage. It's a bit squishy. But I'd say it's the lowest of the B tier, okay? The lowest of the B tier, definitely. Like, almost crossing C tier, but, I mean, can we say Shaman's enhancement is better than Feral? I don't know about that, guys. Red Paladin, the bane of this season. Boom. First in S tier, even after the nerf. Out of melees, yes, but can we even call him melee? I don't think we can. I think Demon Hunter is actually better in super high play, but you know, overall, I think Red is better. His kit has everything. Bubble, physical bubble, spell bubble, searing glare, million freedoms, you know, big bubble, vengeance bubble. It just has everything, guys. It's insane class. Survival Hunter, our last melee. Currently playing him 0 to elite just now, and I think he's definitely harder than these guys here, but I think he has more potential. So that's why I'm putting him here. You know, if you're like, depends how good you are, right? If you're like 2k, he could be here, but if you're like, you know, elite player, I think he's strong, very strong. He's such strong class. I mean, he's everything, insane CC, good damage, everything, mobility, super strong, but hard, okay? Now we go to Rangers. We have the BM. So I'm gonna split like ranged. I'm not saying BM is worse than these guys. I'm just gonna, you know, put him here as a ranger. So, you know, we have a like split, like columns. BM, I mean, easy, super strong. I mean, I was playing him for a week and got like top 19, 17, whatever in Europe. It's just a strong class. It's an easy class. You know, whoever's beginner, I recommend. Just insane, super strong. Hunter. Before nerf, I would say here, but since he's nerfed now, I think he's A tier. Solid damage, but just, you know, doesn't have that disgusting one shot anymore. So, pretty solid A tier. Augmentation. Augmentation. I'll put him in C tier. Most guys don't know how to play this. I've played it for like 2 hours in my life. This is like one of the... But this season I'll play it at least to 2.1. At at least. So I'm putting it here. I can't say for certain how strong it is. I've seen guys in my lobbies around 2.5 with augmentation, like 1 or 2 guys. They're super good. So, you know, for some guys it's even B tier. But, you know, for, you know, us that are not that great with it, I think it's C tier. So Brandon and Outlaw. Ooh, devastation. Devastation, devastation, guys. I think it's B tier, unfortunately. Why B tier? Because we are in caster meta. If we were now in melee meta, I'd immediately put it here. Immediately into A tier. Like into warriors, into monk, I mean, it's super strong. But now you see, you know, Void Weaver, Warlock, Hunter, right? I mean, he's bad into that, if you ask me. That's how I feel, at least. I played it and just feels weaker than usual to me. Ooh, boomy, boomy. Super strong. What am I doing? What am I doing, guys? It's S tier. It's S tier. Does insane damage. Insane damage. Not burst damage like before, but more, you know, constant pressure. Moonfire does like billions of damage. Just Moonfire, and this guy's sitting bare from half the game. Come on. And then out of a sudden, this guy just beams and one-shot someone, right? So S tier for sure. Just strong overall in every department. CC is good, damage is good, constant damage is good, burst is good. Just, you know, defenses are a little bit weaker than usual. Other classes, but I mean, if Boomy had defensives, where are we gonna put him? SS plus. So, what else do we have? Fire Mage. You know, you might think I'm crazy, but trust me, guys. Fire Mage. Sorry. Fire Mage, guys. It's so good. It's so good. It's so strong. It does such good damage. It's so fun to play. It's amazing. You just need to get hang of it. Guys, if you've never played Fire Mage, and once you get hang of it, you will see why it's S tier. You know, it's S tier for sure. Frost Mage, the ultimate mage, that's always S tier. Always S tier, except this time. And why is that? I don't know, but he got nerfed, I think, this season, so I never see him. I don't know if I've seen him above, I don't even know what rate. What was the maximum I've seen this guy? 2.3 maybe. Just non-existent. It's, you know, but it's still a mage, right? We can't put it here or here. It's a mage, guys. Mage can be below B tier, just saying. Arcane Mage. At the start of the season, this was like here, but after the nerfs, it's, you know, it's balanced. I like it now. It's not one shot, no brain. It's very, you know, pleasant to play. Arcane Mage is nice. I like, you know, in what state currently it is. So, very, very strong A tier. Elemental Shaman. Guys, Elemental Shaman, A tier for sure, like super solid A tier, you know, no questions. You know what, I'll put it here, just because Arcane Mage is harder, just because of that. I think Arcane Mage is better if you're, you know, super skilled, but in general, you know, more tanky, constant damage, just easier to play, that's why. And, you know, super solid, nothing to add. Elemental Shaman, very good. Now. Affliction, guys. Affliction. In my opinion, currently the weakest Warlock spec. I've seen it a few times. It does solid damage, but it's just not what it used to be. Just not what it used to be. Like in Season 1, I think Affliction was insane. But now, I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. Maybe just me. Demolock. Also super solid start of the season. Insane, almost impossible. He was like a tank, guys. This guy was like a tank. He's still super tanky, probably the most tanky caster there is, but it just doesn't do as much damage as it, as these other guys. But it's super tanky, almost impossible to kill. Now, the ultimate caster, Destruction Lock. Doop, doop, doop. There we go. The strongest S tier, if you ask me. Yes, it doesn't mean these guys are better than Destro. If you ask me, he's the king currently. Super strong, insanely tanky. This guy doesn't need to Chaos Bolt at all whole game. He's still gonna do, average damage. Then, boom, one fear. He puts 3 Chaos Bolts into you, you're dead. The game is over. So, this guy, if he's breathing, he's winning, So, there we go. Shadow Priest. Shadow Priest. I'm gonna put it here. This might be maybe some people won't agree with me, probably. But man, I've seen so many Shadow Priests at, above 2.6. These guys are unkillable. They are unkillable. You're focusing them down, but they're still pumping insane damage. It's super good class. Would I even put it above Boomy? Maybe, yeah. Let's do that. Oof, maybe even I'll put it above Fire Mage. Let's leave it like this. I mean, these guys are so close, Oh, since this is the last cast, let's do this. This guy, big gap above everyone else. These guys, pretty close. Well, these guys I've talked, they're similar. These 3 I think have a gap compared to these 3. For the Rangers, I think they're all very close. Okay. These guys, I think they're all very close. Okay. This is all fine. This is so accurate. This is 100% accurate, guys. If you disagree with me, you can disagree, right? Now we have the most insane spec in the game right now, Void Weaver. Just focus him, man. No. Maybe you can focus him if you have like 2 warriors and a DK in team, right? But let's say you have Fire Mage and Destrulock. Are you gonna focus the Void Weaver? No. So, insane. Do we even need to comment about this? I mean, I think I said enough. I've said enough. Holy Priest, super solid healer. Honestly, when I was starting to, I was learning to heal a bit. This is my favorite healer. It's so nice. It's just, pure healer. Very nice. I'm not a healer guy, but, when I was trying out healers, I just like Holy Priest. It was so nice. Satisfying to play. Resto Shaman. You know what? I'm gonna put Resto Shaman here. Because I think Holy Priest is struggling against this, guys. I think he's struggling. And I think Shaman can actually, do something about this Priest sometimes. It has a range kick. It can remove fears. Ground. It's not that bad. It was super meta at the start of the season. But then that just disc took over, just took over hard. Russian Druid, guys. Good healer, I mean, but you can't compare it to these other guys. You just can't compare it. Unfortunately, I like Russian Druid, but you just can't compare it. But look. If we're talking about 2v2, this guy's going here, okay? But we're talking about 3v3 shuffle. Shuffle mostly, but 3-3, you know, very accurate still. Preservation Evoker. I like Preservation Evoker, guys. I'm gonna do this. I think it's, you know, if this disc was not in the game, I think this is the best killer. Right? It's just super solid, has answer to everything, multiple schools, multiple everything. Super good, super good. I like it. I like where it is currently. Mistweaver. Definitely C tier. Is the worst killer in the game currently. Whenever I see Mistweaver in my lobby, he's going 0-6. Unfortunately, you know, I have nothing against them. They just can't perform anymore compared to these other guys. You know, it has to be like a one-trick Mistweaver to beat the other healers. That's it. Now we have the hardest healer in the game, Holy Paladin. I think it's better than Rest Druid, definitely. But I think this is, in my opinion, I'm not healer main, but in my opinion, what I've seen, I think this is the weakest healer against Voidweaver. Otherwise, he would be A tier, but since Voidweaver is meta, I would put him B tier. And, you know, if you disagree, you're not a healer main either, right? So, tanks. I mean, what are we gonna do with the tanks? Well, we're actually gonna rank tanks. Why? Because some are playable. You know, I feel like Prot is maybe even better than Outlaw. How bad Outlaw is. If you're not rank 1, I repeat. Proteus, you know, I played it to 1950 in season 1 at the mid of the season, so, you know, I think it's doable to push Duelist with Prot Warrior, honestly, guys. It does low damage, but execute range is big damage. Good, you know, disruption too. I think it's solid. C tier Blood DK, guys, definitely. I've seen multiple Blood DKs at high rating, and they're pumping damage. I don't know how. I never honestly tried playing a Blood DK. I mean, I did, but that was a long time ago. But they just pump damage sometimes. You know, there's a window where they just pump. So it's good. If you're gonna play tank, you play Blood DK. Everyone's gonna hate you because you play tank, but you know, still, regardless, play Blood DK. Guys, this is a win trade class, okay? Spec. This is a win trade one. So, Bear. Bear sucks. Does 0 damage. It can just clone, that's it. Vengeance Demon Hunter. The worst tank, if you ask me. It does no damage. It's just, I mean, it's good in Blitz, I guess, for maybe flag, I don't know. I just think like this is the worst class in the arena for sure. Spec in the arena for sure. Not even close. I think this is like garbage Z tier. Brewmaster. I've seen twice, I think, Brewmaster, and they were doing solid damage. I don't know how, but good for them. So I'll put them in D tier just for those two guys who were, you know, doing some solid damage. These guys, I don't know how they were doing it, but well done. So this is definitely the most accurate tier list you've ever seen. Is it not? Well, guys, thank you for watching. If you liked it, if you agree with me, drop the like. If you disagree with me, drop the sub and a comment saying, hey man, you have no clue what you're talking about, right? So, once again, thank you guys for watching. Next video is Survival Elite Guide. episode 3 to Elite. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm doing every single DPS spec in the game to Elite. So this is the third one, and it will be releasing just 1 or 2 days after the tier list. So if you want to see that, be on alert. It's coming. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.